Matheus Cunha to Manchester United could very well be on the cards very, very quickly. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to centre around this man right here, Wolverhampton Wanderers' Matheus Cunha, who has had a lot of transfer speculation surrounding him in recent times. There is said to be a £62.5 million release clause in his contract that can be activated at the end of the season. And it seems that Manchester United are in pole position to not only activate that clause, but take him off of Wolves' hands. And if reports are to be believed from the one and only Fabrizio Romano, it seems as though negotiations are in an advanced position for the Brazilian to move and make the switch to Old Trafford this summer. We're going to be talking about Cunha, we're going to be talking about United and everything else in between. But before we go any further in discussing all of those things and more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, that I'm sure will make for great and interesting reading down below in that comment section. So please do get involved, use and abuse that section, people, and join the conversation. Would love to hear from you all. And without further ado, we're going to get onto the conversation ourselves. We're going to be talking Cunha, United, and a whole lot more. Look, first and foremost, let me just say that as a Liverpool fan, I rate this move by United, in all honesty. I really, really do. And it pains me to say it, and I hate saying it. And after this video, I'm probably going to have to take a very, very, very cold shower to get away from praising anything that United do. But if this is to materialise, this is a very good move by Manchester United. And it seems as well that it's going to be an efficient move. It's going to be a very quick move. We're normally used to seeing United hassle and try and haggle for like a few million here and a few million there. This is seemingly going to be a very quick transfer. And of course, Cunha has a release clause, but that doesn't necessarily mean the release clause has to be met. The release clause is just there as a target and as a minimum. So it doesn't necessarily mean the deal was like difficult, but it also doesn't mean that the deal had to be there, done and dusted with the release clause in play. So fair play to United for dealing with that, and we'll talk more about that a little later. But more on Matheus Cunha, in my opinion, absolute quality player. Absolute quality player. The guy's got 28 appearances in the Premier League this season, scoring 14 goals and assisting 4 times. And when you look at what he can bring to this Manchester United squad, he has skill, he has flair, he has trickery, he's got pace, power, strength, and of course, versatility. He can play anywhere across the forward three, even just off of the striker. He is going to fit Man United like a glove, in my opinion. And with the way that Ruben Amorim likes to play with his number 10s as well, being more inverted, having a bit more free reign, he's going to love that role. He's going to fit in that role very, very well. Like I say, he can score, he can assist, he can create. He is the total package. I guess you could say there's only one slight flaw to his game, which is maybe discipline. There may be a little bit of a discipline issue. We've seen a couple of times this season where he's served suspensions for his antics after or during the game or after a game, and obviously it's led to the Football Association and the Premier League taking action against him. But you know, what age is he? I want to say he's like 25. Yes, he's 25. At the age of 25, you know, maybe there is still a bit of rashness about him. Maybe there is still a bit of rough around the edges to maybe his game and maybe his personality. But maybe you need that little bit of steel. You know what I mean? Maybe you need that little bit of an edge to be adored by fans, to have on the football pitch. Let's face it, everybody has players that are like that. Every team has players that have got a little bit of an edge about them that sometimes bend the rules a little bit, because it just winds up the opposition, gives them a bit of an advantage, both mentally and maybe even physically at times. I think Cunha has it all. Like I say, there is maybe a slight concern with his discipline, and if it does get too out of hand, then maybe this could be something to come back on and to maybe look at in more depth. But I would say it's a different Man United, and it's going to be obviously a step up from Wolves, with all due respect. It's going to be a different Man United side than what he may look at from the outside looking in of previous years gone by. New regime at the helm, obviously, with a new ownership. You've got a new manager who very much seems to be strong, disciplinarian, from what we've seen so far. No nonsense, that kind of thing. I really rate this signing. If this is to come off, if this is to materialise, I really do rate this signing, because I think he is a fantastic player, and I think the way that he would fit with Ruben Amorim's system, I think the way that obviously he's Premier League proven, I think the way that we know what he possesses in terms of the skills and attributes and assets that he has, as well as obviously what he possesses in his hunger, in his development, and the fact that he's still 25 years of age as well. He's on the verge of just about entering into his prime. So it is, in my opinion, a fantastic achievement. A fantastic achievement what he's done so far with Wolves. And if obviously we take what he's done at Wolves, we move it over to Man United, where, with all due respect, there is better individual talent, and there is going to be a lot of movement, I would imagine, in the summer, as far as what Man United are concerned in terms of personnel and the overall squad. There's no telling how far he could go. If he's scoring that many goals with a Wolves side that have been battling relegation for the majority of the season under two different managers, if he's scoring that many and, of course, assisting 4 times in a side in which he is, with all due respect again, pretty much head and shoulders above the rest, imagine what he could do with a bit more of a levelled out squad, with a bit more quality around him, where maybe the weight of carrying a team in terms of your goal scoring and your creative side doesn't necessarily fall completely heavily on his shoulders, because you've got the likes of Bruno Fernandes. You're going to have wing backs at Man United that are going to be very important, because we know how Ruben Amorim wants to play. You've of course going to have a new striker. You're probably going to have Amad Diallo back. Kobe Mainoo can pop up every now and again. There is going to be more players around him that can shift the workload, rather than it mainly fall on him for the majority of the time at Wolverhampton Wanderers. I think this could be a fantastic move, not just for Man United, but I think it could be a fantastic move for him as well. We've already seen certain things start to move for United in their favour, and I think things are starting to slightly look up for them. Obviously, it's going to take a long process, and I've said that time and time again. Ruben Amorim doesn't have a magic wand to solve the many years of neglect that the Glazers have put on Man United in the post-Alex Ferguson era. It's a great move. It is a great move. I can't really speak highly of it. And again, what I will say is that I will praise United again for the efficiency and the quick thinking on this move. Rather than teams have time to really think about their summer plans or anything like that. I know that obviously the summer plans are probably in motion for every team right now, but at the same time, United are just getting this out there done and dusted early. And I don't remember the last time United did that. I don't remember the last time United didn't just wait, try and haggle a few million here and there, or didn't maybe try and weigh up their options and go, maybe we could move for this guy, but maybe this guy might come available, and maybe we'll go for this guy instead. It is a very, very quick move that I rate United for. And I hate to say it, and again, I don't like to praise United, but I can't argue with what is staring at me in the face. A very good move, a quick move, and an efficient move at that. not giving anybody time to really adjust, making others that maybe rush into making a decision. They're getting it done and dusted early, and now it's about the follow-up. Because as great as what I think Matheus Cunha is for not just the Premier League, but for Wolves as well, him going to Man United is a big step up. Him going to United, there's going to be pressure on there, but it could obviously make him an even better player than what he is. I kind of draw it to when Jurgen Klopp signed Sadio Mane. I know Mane wasn't exactly Klopp's first choice player to have, but at the same time, Mane was sort of at that level where he was doing extremely well at Sunderland. He was highly rated, highly wanted by a lot of Premier League teams. And then he goes and makes the move to Liverpool, and his level just hits an all-time new level, new standard. Cunha could be that player as well for United. And like I say, with him fitting in with Ruben Amorim the same way that Mane fitted in with Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, I'd see a bit of a similarity there, in all honesty. What I think for United, though, and as I was previously trying to allude to, this needs to be followed up with. Because getting Cunha is fantastic. Getting Cunha is brilliant, and he could really fit in with that number 10 position or wherever you wanted to play him across the attacking line. But you need to follow it up, and you need to follow it up quickly. Players will look at this and they may see it as a big statement by United, and that could obviously work in their favour. It could show that there is a new Man United that is obviously resurrecting itself on the horizon. Players might fall in line with that. Players might be interested in saying, you know what? I like what they're doing. I like the manager. I like where they are seemingly heading. I like the vision. Maybe United isn't as bad as what many people are suggesting. Maybe they're in a currently bad place, but you know what? They've got the wheels in motion to get themselves back amongst the top, amongst the best, amongst the elite. This could be the start of the domino effects. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm going too hard into it. But like I say, if this is to come off, if this is to materialise, I like Cunha as a player. And I think it could be a very good move for him going forward. I think it could be a very good move for United. I think he fits in beautifully with what Ruben Amorim wants to do. If this is to come off and this is to materialise, I think United have already laid down the first major splash of the upcoming summer transfer window. But look, those are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of Manchester United and the potential signing of Matheus Cunha this summer? Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling with your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, down below in that comment section. Use and abuse that section. People would love to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way out if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new and want to see more content like this. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Thank you all for your continued or brand new support to the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are absolutely awesome, and it will always be appreciated and never taken for granted. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video. I will see you and speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you all again very, very soon.